Hello everyone. Welcome to Literary Animator, a place where you study, we animate. Before we start, I want to inform you all that this video is explained in English. If you guys need Hindi explanation, please let me know. I will create a video in Hindi as soon as possible. Have a look on the character list. There are three main characters in the story. Kauri, the protagonist. Santokh, son of Kauri. Daughter-in-law of Kauri. And Kaka, grandson of Kauri. The story will be quite long, so let us jump into the story without wasting any time. The story begins with the main character, Kauri, a middle-aged woman. She moves from village to city to care for her daughter-in-law during her pregnancy and to get to know her daughter-in-law, whom Santokh married on his own will. She is hesitant to go with her son. Kauri has a vague sense of foreign country as a location thousands of kilometers away. Initially, the city appeared like a heaven to her, with her son and daughter-in-law taking care of all her requirements and comfort. However, after time, Kauri feels uncomfortable and restless in the metropolitan surroundings. She also loses interest in her daughter-in-law's beautiful words. She is not interested in the materials and comforts available in her son's home. Kauri begins a true and mythic trip from the countryside to the metropolis. Kauri negotiates the rejection of the village, which has outlived its value, a part of Kauri's personality in her psychogeographical journey. She struggles to accept the metropolitan space, which represents the no village for her. By her eagerness to see everything, Kauri engages in a controlled regression to the village. The story also emphasizes Santokh's alienation from his local kin. He believes his father is an egoistic man. He went against his family's wishes and married a woman from another community, thereby violating his parents' wishes. His disassociation is also visible in his desire to psychogeographically relocate his mother from countryside to city for selfish reasons. His wife was a busy woman, and when she became pregnant, she brought their mother along to care for her and raise his baby. Kauri's confinement in the enclosed government quarter, as well as the commercial attitude of Santokh and his wife, as well as the 9-to-5 life, made her miss her rural community, which was nowhere to be found in the city. The image of rural life in Kauri's dream contrasts sharply, both geographically and ethically, with the metropolitan metropolis existence. Previously, Kauri and her daughter-in relationship loss was fine. However, it is later replaced by the new equation. The dialogue between Kauri and her daughter-in-law is limited to basic needs and duties associated to raising Kaka. For example, the narrative begins with Kauri's daughter-in-law entering her room with a cup of tea and repeating the same word in her lovely voice that Kauri had been hearing for the last year, Maji Pranam. Please have your tea at 6 o'clock. She never waits for an answer from Kauri, just as someone who craves instant satisfaction would. Kauri's reaction is insignificant in comparison to her daughter-in-law's enforced routine. "Lesse Maji, give Kaka his meal," she has been saying to Kauri for the last 3 months. Kauri was suffering profoundly painful dejection. Kauri's symptoms may be noticed from the beginning of her journey to the city. Kauri's first medical problem was insomnia, or lack of sleep. As the tale progresses, it is revealed that Kauri has been assigned to give her complete time and attention to Kaka and to restrict all of her activities. At 6:30 in the evening, his son Santokh handed up Kaka to her. During Kauri's connection with her grandkid, we see the inner state of her thinking and actions. She is continuously mourning the feeling of community that the village represented for her. Kauri's terrible dejection might be attributed to her anxiety of being alone in the government quarter. She laments the loss of country life while continuing to develop discomfort in comfortable city life. She had also lost interest in what was going on around her. It was the first time in 3 months that she did not respond to her daughter-in-law's beautiful remarks as she handed over the bottle for Kaka's feet. When a Gujarati lady wishes her from the balcony, she chooses not to respond. Another example of Kauri's annoyance and apathy in the outside world is when Santoka's friend came to see him. She could hear their laughing and the sound of her daughter-in-law's chappal coming from the living room. She is having trouble sleeping, and she is having trouble eating, and has lost her appetite. She felt a wave of sickness wash over her and fell to the ground near Kaka's feet. This was enough to make her restless once more. The desire of Kauri to return to the village. There was a constant sense of unrest in her. She kept recreating village life in the metropolis. Kauri was able to rebuild her feeling of community at the park outside the Gurudwara. In the park, she had lengthy discussions with a woman from Jalandhar, with whom she expresses her sadness and sorrow. She formed an unusual relationship with her. She did, however, have some momentary relief. Her unconscious attempts to recreate the village in metropolitan space were unsuccessful. Several times she requests Kaka to take her back to her village, but her son continually shuns her wish with the same rhetorical question, "Are you being inconvenienced here in any way?" As if a person's needs are just material comfort and luxury. When her need for home became a nagging obsession, she would dream of her village at night, the open courtyard of the house and the children playing around there, their hands soaked with fresh cow dung, bursting into loud guffaws as they followed one another. She also believed that if she did not fulfill her position as a babysitter in the household, she would become a burden to the family. She adheres to the instrumental logic that favors the nuclear family in the city over the joint family in the village. Thank you everyone. I hope you all liked my explanation. See you in next video.